Welcome to Tesla Throwback Thursday, and I can't think of a better place to start than August 2nd, 2006. We got the secret Tesla Motors master plan just between you and me. You can find this on their website. As you know, the initial product of Tesla Motors is a high-performance electric sports car called the Tesla Roadster. However, some readers may not be aware of the fact that our long-term plan is to build a wide range of models, including affordably priced family cars. This is because the overarching purpose of Tesla Motors, and the reason I am funding the company, is to help expedite the move from a mine and burn hydrocarbon economy towards a solar electric economy, which I believe to be the primary but not exclusive sustainable solution. Critical to making that happen is an electric car without compromises, which is why the Tesla Roadster is designed to beat a gasoline sports car like a Porsche or Ferrari in a head-to-head showdown. Then, over and above that fact, it has twice the energy efficiency of a Prius. Even so, some may question whether this actually does any good for the world. Are we really in need of another high-performance sports car? Will it actually make a difference to global carbon emissions? As Elon will go on to point out, the answer to that is no. But you can't build Rome in a day. Well, the answers are no and not that much. However, that misses the point, unless you understand the secret master plan alluded to above. Almost any new technology initially has high unit costs before it can be optimized, and this is no less true for the electric car. The strategy of Tesla is to enter at the high end of the market where customers are prepared to pay a premium, and then drive down market as fast as possible to higher unit volume and lower prices with each successive model. You got the Roadster, transition to the Model S and X. Then you have the transition to the Model 3 and Y. On top of those, you have the Semi. You have the Cybertruck release coming out. In keeping with a fast-growing technology company, all free cash flow is plowed back into R&D to drive down cost and bring the follow-on products to market as fast as possible. When someone buys the Tesla Roadster sports car, they are actually helping pay down the development for the low-cost family car, and this tradition continues. Now I'd like to address two repeated arguments against electric vehicles, battery disposal, and power plant emission. The answer to the first is short and simple. The second requires a bit of math. We're just gonna touch on these. Feel free to visit the Tesla website, the news section, and check out these blogs. Batteries that are not toxic to the environment, power plant emissions, aka the long tailpipe. On the chart, you can see how the Tesla Roadster stacks. You can see their energy source, the CO2 content within, the efficiency, and the CO2 emissions. The Roadster bucks the argument of the power plant emissions being greater with an electric car than any other vehicle. Numbers don't lie. Becoming energy positive. I should mention that Tesla Motors will be co-marketing sustainable energy products from other companies along with the car. For example, among other choices, we'll be offering a modestly sized and priced solar panel from Solar City, a company a decade later that was acquired. This system can be installed on your roof in an out-of-the-way location because of its small size, or set up as a carport, and will generate about 50 miles per day of electricity. Even in 2006, Tesla is thinking about the marriage of solar power and electric vehicles, and how this ecosystem will not only be better for the environment, but better for the consumer's wallets. Last I checked, power from the sun, quite free. So in short, the Tesla master plan is 1. Build a sports car. This is Gen 1, the Tesla Roadster. 2. Use that money to build an even affordable car. This is the second generation platform, the Model S and X. 3. Use that money to build an even more affordable car. That is the third generation platform. That is the Model 3 and Y. 4. While doing above, also provide zero-emission electric power generation options. Don't tell anyone. Since before August 2nd, 2006, before Tesla made their plans known, this was in the works. This has always been the plan, to start off at the high end of the market and then drive costs down. This is almost 2 decades ago, and the plan is still being played out to fruition. Fast forward a few years to October 27th, 2010, Tesla opens the factory in Fremont, home of the Model S.
I really am a big believer in manufacturing, and I like it personally. I think it's sometimes people think of it as kind of you're just making copies, and but actually there's an enormous amount of innovation and engineering that goes into making a large quantity of something, perfectly every time, and so having that close interaction of engineering and production, I think, is also extremely important, because we want to really stay at the forefront of innovation as far as electric vehicles are concerned, and continue to serve as a catalyst for the transition to a sustainable energy future. We have a very big sign, and we're going to raise the curtain on the sign.
Is there
this may take a while.
Or something?
All right. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's great. Now I get a chill. Actually, that's great. Yeah.
Something like it happened. It really made a difference.
And to cap off Tesla Throwback Thursday, who better than to get into the engineering weeds with than the former VP of Vehicle Engineering and the current CEO of Lucid Motors, Mr. Peter Rawlinson.
Here's a great view of the remarkable architecture of Model S. The front of the car is truly state-of-the-art. We have a space frame or open architecture here, featuring a combination of castings and extrusions with a few stampings. Here we see the cast suspension turret members, which are extraordinarily well shaped and very functional, very stiff, lightweight, and great in crash. And across them we have this very large cross member, which we are able to put in place because we don't have to clear a conventional gasoline engine. And all this is triangulated with this cross brace, this diagonal, creating a series of triangles well known to optimize stiffness. Stiffness is vitally important in a car, not just for ride and handling, but for making sure that the body has that vault-like feel, that lack of shake, which is synonymous with a real quality product. Safety is a recurrent theme on this vehicle. Here we see a very advanced crumple zone. These deep extrusions, these aluminum extrusions, which are perfectly straight, unhindered by the intrusion of a conventional powertrain. Again, we've engineered Model S to be a great driver's car. Great in terms of ride and handling, those indefinable attributes that distinguish a great driving experience from the mediocre. And a crucial part of that is this rear suspension, this multi-link aluminum intensive rear suspension that has been designed specifically for Model S, designed in-house by Tesla's vehicle suspension design team, and been optimized for this particular vehicle with its particularly low center of gravity and great dynamic characteristics. And let me take you through some of the details here. We see this imposing large diameter rear disc rotor. It's larger than one would normally expect for a rear axle system. And that's because we have a very low center of gravity for Model S, and we expect the rear brakes to contribute more so than in a conventional vehicle. So looking a little bit behind here, we see the suspension links themselves. These are unique to Model S. They're made from extruded form of aluminum. And these are exceptionally light and exceptionally rigid, both vital attributes for a great suspension system. A centerpiece of Model S is this advanced aluminum structure. the body shell of the vehicle, which embodies the car with great safety performance because it comprises the safety cage which protects the occupants in a crash. We're particularly pleased with this. It's a very advanced form of architecture which uses a combination of castings, extrusions and stampings. So here we are underneath the Model S, and I think this is really the key to what makes it so great. We see this extraordinary flat expanse of battery pack which covers the entire underbody of the car, bringing the centre of gravity down and providing the perfect aerodynamic form for efficiency as it cleaves through the air. The battery pack sits neatly underneath the floor of the vehicle, optimising package space. The battery pack is also extraordinary because it augments the structure. Let me tell you that this unit in itself has the torsional rigidity of many conventional sports cars. But when it combines with the body structure of Model S, it doesn't just add its own torsional rigidity, it adds nearly 3 times. And that's through the technology that we developed in the way that the marriage of battery pack to body structure occurs. For us at Tesla, the use of three-dimensional space and packaging space is an obsession. It is our mission to optimize the shape and space of every piece of the car. This is exemplified by this extraordinary package that we see here. This is the rear subframe, which carries the advanced multi-link Tesla rear suspension system. And deep inside that module is the Tesla electric motor, gearbox, and not only that, but we have incorporated the power electronic inverter module as part of this package. And this is a great innovation to position the power electronics so efficiently right next to the motor, and to package that, to shrink wrap that with the subframe and the suspension has been quite an achievement.
This is early 2011. They're showing off all of the various different new technologies that come with the Model S, which the Model S wins several awards. They're manufacturing the Model S in high volumes, and they're not doing it with parts from this company or that company. They have developed many technologies from the ground up to fit specifically for the Model S. They're not trying to jimmy rig parts from various different other manufacturers and hope that they work. No, they're in the weeds. They're making parts that are specific from the Model S. Some of the legacy OEMs, they think that it's easier to just pull out the motor and then slap a battery under it and call that an electric vehicle. Whereas Tesla is looking at it from the ground up. What does an electric vehicle need? Not what is necessary to transform a internal combustion engine model into an electric vehicle. And that's it for your history lesson. Tesla Throwback Thursdays. To understand where Tesla's going, we gotta first know where they've been, people. So join me, Tesla Throwback Thursdays. We'll see where Tesla has been so that we can see if we can project into the future where they're going. Be easy. Peace.